I just jobs, it's just Freaky Fridays, Dining Walks, I know how to call that. So
The
we,
matter we're investigating is extremely serious, far more than routine. Every single detail counts, and we are relying on you to be entirely
oh,
honest. Omissions, half truths, could land you in real trouble.
downstairs.
Alright, first question for you. Can you please solve this equation?
What?
And we gave her to the devil, like basically talking about sacrifice. And we gave her to the devil, like basically talking about sacrificing a child. And then you have this little girl's gown that's nailed to the wall with like a dark red stain on it.
Mike Kimmel, known as Python Cowboy, hunts invasive and dangerous species for a living. He's faced venomous snakes and life-threatening situations more times than he can count. But one experience stands out.
Since 1965, there's only been 175 unsolved cases involving deaths and murders.
Okay.
That's just the body. But that's like deaths and murders.
Well,
I would imagine that would be a good place to drop off a body.
That's kind of what I was going to say, is it's a very good place to go hide stuff. I've found vehicles that were used in crimes dumped out there. I've found dogs from dog fights that were dumped out there. I've found animals that have just been dumped. I've found very intricate and mind-blowing satanic rituals and sacrifices out there.
What?
Oh, yeah.
As he recounted what happened, it became clear it was something terrifying. Something that shook him in a way nothing else ever had.
Which I found different stuff before. You know, I'll find maybe where someone was doing some voodoo, some Santa Maria, sacrificed a chicken, whatever. All that's like kind of normal out there. That's not that crazy. But what I found this night was very crazy. Yeah, the police came and investigated it. It made the news. And that's the facility I was hunting. It's Aerojet. It's actually an abandoned space rocket facility from the Cold War, where they were developing and testing space rockets.
And what were you hunting there?
Pythons. I was out there, you know, hunting these snakes, and this facility is you need special access. I was given special access by the state of Florida to remove pythons from out there. And nobody can just go back out there, but people do go out there, as you can see from the graffiti and different stuff like that. Usually to do stuff that they're not supposed to do. There's a lot of crimes committed out there. There've been murders out there, gang initiations, all kind of stuff.
So they have a pentagram that's...
So, yeah, it's a whole thing. So we go out there. The first thing I came across was a big rock pile with a upside-down wooden cross on top, and a bunch of red spray-painted upside-down crosses all over. And you could tell the cross, I think, was burnt a little bit. And it wasn't, you know, crazy, super crazy. It was like, oh, this is new. You know, this wasn't out here a few days ago. And then I found this little doll. And as I kind of investigated that doll more, a little red scarlet snake actually came up and wrapped around her neck. And I picked up this, there it is. I picked up the scarlet snake, and which, you know, it was kind of weird that there's a live snake, a red snake on this doll. And I've caught a lot of snakes in my life, and that is the only one that was bleeding out of its anus. There was blood coming out of its beehole, which, you know, I don't know why, who knows what. It was a little weird to me. And then the night just kind of gets weirder from there. You see the red lettering in the other clip. It was a big Latin saying, like 100-foot long pretty much, on the road. I drove over it. We later translated it to, turn around, run, hide, he is watching you. Go further into the complex, and there's these big abandoned buildings. I go into the building, you know, still just python hunting. Like, you know, who knows what these kids are doing out here. I thought it was strange, the Latin. Your average kid just messing around don't know Latin sayings like that. And then I come to this big room where there's the big pentagram. In the middle of the pentagram, there is a a three-legged plastic chair with a blood stain in the bottom of it where you could tell something was killed, sacrificed, whatever. On each wall, there's 3 walls. On each wall, there's upside-down crosses, Latin sayings, and all kinds of stuff. As I'm kind of walking into the room, which, I don't want to sound like a psycho or anything, but that doll from earlier grabbed my leg. I don't know if I kicked it, I didn't see it, or what, but that doll from the rock pile somewhere else, I don't know if it was another doll or what, I never seen that other doll. I kick it, it seemed like it grabbed me, it's that same doll from earlier. Same thing with the cross on its forehead, the one eye cocked over, the other eye messed up. And so, it's very, very weird to me, kind of like scared me.
So
right next...
It wasn't there and then it was there? So
I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it.
You didn't carry it over there?
No, I didn't touch it.
So did anybody else, was anybody else with you?
I had 2 guys with me that didn't even want to get out of the truck when they seen the first thing. They stayed in the truck.
So the same doll that you saw on the rock pile somehow made its way to where you were?
Yep. I don't know if it's a duplicate doll or what, but it's same.
Was there more than one of those dolls?
Only doll I seen. Only doll I seen. I'm not big on the whole supernatural thing, so I'm real doubtful of it in the first place. But to me, it was the same doll from earlier. I did not see it until it hit my foot.
If you're a UK resident and don't have life insurance yet, keep listening. Did you know that UK residents aged between...
Hit my foot.
Mike tried to stay rational, but he couldn't shake what he'd encountered. And then something made it even worse.
Right next to that doll, there is a saying on the ground that says, "The omen will follow," which to me was like the creepiest thing of the whole thing. Was like, that if you interact with any of this spirit's going to follow you. Which I'm Christian, I believe in God, and I wasn't worried. I know the good Lord has my back. But very strange, right? Very strange. As we go through, there's all kind of different stuff. In one of the rooms, there's a sleeping bag with something inside of it. I don't think it was a body, anything like that. Police went out there, investigated it. I didn't investigate further past that. Something was inside the sleeping bag, and on the walls there was, looked like red spray paint, and it said, she was only 9, we gave her to the devil, like basically talking about sacrificing a child. And then you have this little girl's gown that's nailed to the wall with like a dark red stain on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And what was the investigation? Did you follow up and find out what they found out?
I never heard anything from it. I'm assuming they never found much from it because I never heard anything from it.
Did they know it was human blood that was in the chair?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to think it's red spray paint, but I don't know. I don't know. For the sake of the story, who knows what it was?
Yeah.
So, we continue on with our hunt. We end up starting to get out of there. The guys are like, dude, we want to go. We don't like this shit. I'm like, all right, let's pack it up. Let's go. So we start making our way out, and I see flashlights. I mean, there's one road in, one road out. There's a gate at the end of it. You can't drive a vehicle in. And I mean, we're miles out here. You have to drive miles to then walk miles, right? So I see this flashlight bouncing on the side of the road as I'm driving out. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? No, I've never seen anyone out here in my life, ever. Getting closer to him. I have my pistol in my truck. I put my pistol on my lap, just in case. As I'm getting closer, about to kind of pass the guy's like, Mike. It's my name. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm definitely shooting this guy. Like, what the fuck, And he's like, I love your Instagram. I was like,
What happened to the next guest defied all rational explanation. Sal Vulcano appeared on the Joe Rogan podcast and shared his encounter with what he believes was a ghost. And the story was absolutely terrifying.
So we were talking, I was saying how I don't believe in them, but I had this experience. I don't know what to make of it. Okay. So I lived alone at the time, and I when I go to sleep at night, I lock my I locked my my bedroom door. It's just something I do. So I locked my door, and I was laying in bed, and I had the television on. And a lot of times I'll put the TV on mute, but keep the TV on when I fall asleep. Something I do. So I was telling you how, because I sleep with a CPAP machine, how I would wrap myself up in a cocoon because I had an air source. So I like, it's like a sarcophagus. I like put everything over my head, and I tuck in my feet, and I put I swear you just see a tube coming out. It's amazing. It's like the sensory deprivation things, right?
Right. Okay.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
So I got used to that. So anyway, I was wide awake. I just muted my television, and I wrapped myself up like a fucking burrito, and I had the CPAP on. I'm laying there, and I always stick like 1 foot or one hand out. It's just a nice cool breeze. It's like a fun little thing to do when you're wrapped up like that.
Right.
And I had my hand out, so this was out, and I'm just laying there, and I thought I heard something or somebody. I don't know if it was talking, or I heard what I thought was like the door open, I suppose. Like, again, wasn't asleep. I wasn't asleep. I was just
about to fall asleep.
I wouldn't even
just laying there.
Sure, yeah.
Just
But I
laying
didn't
there, but you
sleep
were
and
awake.
wake up or
Right.
nothing like that.
Got it.
And I wasn't laying there 20 minutes.
Right.
It wasn't like that. And I'm laying there, and I heard walking or the door or something. And so I listened more intently, and I didn't hear anything again. And then all of a sudden I felt, I don't know if it's a hand, whatever you want to call it, pressure, squeeze. Oh, right here on my hand. Right. I just felt my hand get squeezed. And what's going on in my mind is I thought there was an intruder in the house initially, right? So like an intruder came in the house, and I know I'm feeling this. I'm like, this all happened in seconds, but I'm thinking, okay, I heard something. Now this pressure on my hand, and it went tighter and tighter. And I'm like, someone is squeezing my hand right now. I have to act like I'm not feeling this because I don't know what's about to happen. But then I started in the same vein. I'm like, if this was a home intruder, why would they do this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, so aren't they going to wake me up? Like, wouldn't they try to get in and out? I'm thinking of this in a split second. Right. And the pressure is such that it actually begins to hurt, not hurt like, ow, get off, but like, oh, that's squeezing. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, I am going to have to jump up and fight right now or something. Something's happening here. And I said, are you awake? Are you awake? And I'm like, I'm literally, I'm awake. I'm awake right now. I'm laying here. I'm looking. I'm feeling my hand. I am fully awake. And I was like, I feel like I either have to count to 3, jump up and get ready to fight, or I'm vulnerable and I don't know what's going to happen to me. I might as well just take charge of the situation, whatever I can. Right. And I just took a breath, and I was like, all right, here I go. And I did they let go? They let go. I felt the pressure release off my hand. And so that's when I was like laying there with it limp, and I was like, I'm going to jump up right now, and I'll just, whatever happens, happens. And it was like nerve wracking. And I just jumped up in my bed up. So I was standing on the bed. I like threw the things off, and I just like was ready to, and there was nothing there on my door.
How long was something squeezing your hand for?
I'll say less than 10 seconds.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Maybe like 10 seconds. Because it was on me, and then it was more pressure, and then more pressure, and then let go. And then when I jumped up, no one in my room, door locked. And I was like, I'm up. I was up. I was just up. I'm not like sleeping. And it freaked me out. I turned every light on, opened my door, walked around the house. I was like, do I leave? Like, maybe
For someone who doesn't
Because you want to see everything in all its glory. Because you've always had an eye for goal.
Epic pools, adventures. In this video, a group of friends went camping in the woods.
Have you been injured due to a slip, trip or fall in the last 3 years? If the answer is yes, you need to keep watching this video. If you suffered from an injury that wasn't your fault, you could be owed thousands of pounds in compensation. It takes just 30
the woods. That night, while having fun, they took a photo. But later, when they looked back at it, they noticed something chilling. In the background, a bear was watching them from a distance. Had they seen it at the time, their night would have taken a terrifying turn. Guess they were lucky the bear decided to leave them alone. This man had just bought a property deep in a remote area, with its front yard opening straight into dense woods. To keep an eye on the road leading to his house, he installed a security camera. One night, the motion sensor was triggered. Thinking it was just an animal, he grabbed his flashlight and stepped outside. Everything seemed normal. The woods were silent. Nothing unusual. Curious, he checked the footage to see who or what had triggered it. That's when he spotted something terrifying. A dark figure with a pale head, slipping between the trees. It didn't walk or run. It moved unnervingly smooth, almost like it was floating. Despite this disturbing discovery, he still decided to stay. Sarah and her husband, who lives miles from any town or road deep in the Alaskan backcountry, took this photo late at night. But when they checked it, something unexpected appeared. An eerie figure, almost like someone walking across the frame, can be seen in the background. They were certain no one else was out there. The area was completely deserted. One user suggested it might just be a cabin with a board propped against it. But wouldn't Sarah and her husband have known that themselves? Unfortunately, no update was ever given. Dan was hiking alone deep in the mountains of New Hampshire when something unsettling happened.
Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody's got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. I know. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down.
A strange light moved through the forest, scanning as if searching for something. Or someone.
I said I'd get all the people that can help the community, Celia. It's all there, thanks. What are you looking for? If you could both just stay here now, that was the same time.
Can you see the same thing? They're literally looking straight at me. I know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm literally crouched. I'm so on the ground. Right, put the camera off.
He stayed still, hidden, unsure who or what was out there. After a while, the light disappeared, and Dan cautiously returned to his camp. That night, he heard more strange noises. Thankfully, by morning, he left the forest safely, without ever finding out who or what had been nearby. Would you have stayed, like Dan?
No, I would have gone.
A bunch of friends were messing around outside, jumping on a trampoline, laughing, and recording everything. It seemed like just another fun day, but unbeknownst to them, they captured something disturbing. In the background, near the trees, a dark figure appeared. Something or someone was creeping behind them. It just stood there, almost like it was watching. Later, it seemed to shift slightly, making it hard to believe it was just some debris.
Level up your game night. Get paid to play games. Go to TesterUp and choose a game to play.
a group of hikers thoughtlessly hurled stones at a beehive, disturbing the swarm. Instantly, the bees attacked. To avoid further harm, they crouched low to the ground, staying as still as possible. Bees usually don't fly too close to the ground, so it offered some safety. They covered their ears tightly, knowing the bees could slip inside if left exposed. In such a situation, staying calm, low, and protected is the only way to avoid making things worse. But I wonder how long they had to stay like that until the bees finally left. A Reddit user shared a peculiar trail cam photo taken on his dad's property. He wondered if anyone else thought it looked like an alien, but commenters searched for a simpler explanation. Some said it resembled a horse snout, while others argued it was more likely the nose of a deer or elk given the area. A few suggested it looked like a snake peering directly into the lens. Others mentioned it resembled an emperor mothwing, which seems like a reasonable guess. What do you think? What started as a casual hike with friends in the dense wood of West Milford's Apshawa Preserve quickly turned grim. Darsh Patel, a 22-year-old student, snapped this photo. A black bear can be seen lurking behind a fallen log about 100 feet away. But that same bear soon began chasing them, and in a panic, the group split up to escape. When they regrouped, Darsh was missing. Hours later, police recovered his body. He had been attacked by the same bear he photographed. Darsh's phone found nearby bore puncture marks, along with the chilling photo of the bear taken just moments before tragedy struck. A man was camping alone deep in the forest when he noticed someone or something moving between the trees nearby.
Kill me. Never mind seeing our child growing up across the street. So please just promise me you won't shut it down.
Oh yeah,
please. Would be brilliant as well. Please.
From the distance, it wasn't clear. Maybe a large man, maybe something else. Still, he chose to stay the night. As darkness settled, strange sounds woke him up. Peering into the shadows, he spotted this.
Man, it got dark on me quick. What is that? It's like eye shine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Should I whistle?
Strangely unfazed, he tried knocking on a tree. Suddenly, right in front of him, the glowing eyes reappeared.
I'll try one last thing, tree knock.
The police spoken to you. Not since we went to the sky shoots report, right? What do we do for you? Well, they'll be in touch with me, Mum. For a reason. Exactly. Ridiculous. You've got to know. You need to prove it now. Listen to me. Someone has to be here.
Oh, what a stupid thing went.
This was the last footage uploaded, but luckily, it seems he made it out.
These are my top 5 tips to make money in your early 20s. Number 1, find yourself an apprenticeship. You never know, that could be the thing that...
A woman in Maryland went out for her usual run when she noticed something strange.
This van rode by me when I was on my drive, or I'm sorry, when I was on my run. And there they go speeding off. They went around the block, came up on me with the door open, with the side door open. I jumped this ditch and they stopped right there.
The van stopped exactly where she had been moments before, almost like they were waiting for her to freeze up. Luckily, her quick thinking and sharp instincts possibly saved her from something terrible. The van sped off as she pulled her phone out, leaving behind an unsettling encounter that easily could have taken a darker turn. Reddit user Nicolab2015 stumbled upon something seriously unsettling deep in the woods. A random car, completely abandoned, with blood splattered across its windshield. He even noticed the blood wasn't fully dry. Creeped out beyond belief, he didn't stick around to investigate or even call anyone. He just bolted. What could be the story behind this? An accident, a prank, or something much darker that he walked in on too soon? When a camper returned to his tent after a hike, he was met with an unexpected surprise. A snake. It appeared to be a puff adder, a highly venomous species known for its potent bite. The snake lay motionless inside the tent, showing no signs of aggression and making no attempt to strike. Taking no chances, the camper decided to spend the rest of the night in his car, patiently waiting for the unwelcome visitor to leave. A YouTube channel known for camping at eerie places ventured near Buck's grave. While filming B-roll, they noticed a figure wearing a headlamp in the distance. Suddenly, the light disappeared and the night took a dark turn. As they continued driving down the narrow, pitch-black forest road, they spotted someone lying beside it.
The camera's battery's getting low. What is that? Dale. What the f***, dude? I'm zooming in, I can't. Dale, what the f***? What the f*** are we supposed to do? Ain't nobody supposed to be out here? Oh, sh**. That just walked in the woods. Where's my at? Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he didn't, like he stopped. Did he turn off the light? Can you see in there? No, I can't see. I'm zoomed in. I can't hardly see. What the f did we just walk in on? What was he holding? What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? I don't want to just sit here. Well, why can't we just go? We can't turn around any fucking where. Damn it. The road is too narrow. I can't back up and do this. You can't? You got to reverse camera? We have to go forward. We have to go forward. What the f, dude? David. There's just a huge cliff. There's just a huge cliff right here. I don't know what you want me to do. Are you f***ing serious, bro? What the hell is that? What did he have?
The person quickly stood up, switched off the headlamp, and vanished into the woods.
No, look up in there. Did we go past it? No, it was right in here. Up in there. Oh, there's f***ing light. Is that him laying on the ground? No, he f***ing threw the light on the ground. He f***ing threw that damn light on the ground. Where's the light? Where's the light? Would you go down the window, dude? You can't. Are you serious right now, Dale? You can't see it. I thought I heard something. That light's just sitting there. He threw it down. Hold on. Who's that? Hold on. You might need help. Hello? You need help? He threw something on the ground. Woods. Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he didn't. Like he stopped. Did he turn off the light? Can you see in there?
No, I can't see.
I'm zoomed in. I can't hardly see. What the f did we just walk in on? What was he holding? What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't want to just sit here.
Well, why can't we just go? We can't turn around any fucking where. Damn it.
The road's too narrow. I can't back up and do this.
You can't? You got to reverse camera?
We have to go forward. We have to go forward.
What the f, dude? David.
There's just a huge cliff. There's just a huge cliff right here. I don't know what you want me to do.
Are you fucking serious, bro? What the hell is that? What did he have?
The person quickly stood up, switched off the headlamp, and vanished into the woods.
No, look up in there.
Did we go past it?
No, it was right in here. Up in there. Oh,
there's light. Is that him laying on the ground? No, he threw the light on the ground.
I'm hiding behind the bush area. I don't know if you can see me right now, but there's somebody right in front of me. I'm going to show it to you guys. There's somebody outside. There's some random person just standing there. Fuck. I don't know what that's about, but there's some guy just standing out there, and they're walking towards the house.
To this day, no one knows what really happened to him, but it can't be an accident. While out hiking on Bell Island, Newfoundland, a place known for its deserted iron ore mines, this person captured a series of photos. Later, while reviewing them, one image stood out. It appears to show a figure wearing a hard hat with a light on. It's clearly not a bug or a blur. The hiker claimed no one else was around when the photo was taken. Could it have been another explorer, or something else entirely? Maybe it was just a tree, but the eerie vibe is hard to ignore. Unfortunately, the truth remains unclear, especially with no other photos shared of the location. While jogging through a secluded forest trail, this man stumbled upon a creepy sight. Hidden just off the path, he spotted a stone slab with a torn photo of a young girl stuck to it. The picture had a hole punched right through the girl's forehead. Some thought it might be a simple memorial, perhaps marking the spot where someone tragically passed during a hike. But others speculated darker theories, suggesting the girl could be buried beneath the stone. Either way, the isolated setting, the fresh photo, and the heavy rock gave off an eerie vibe. This video was captured by a family staying at a friend's home in the forest. Curious about something lurking behind a shed, a woman decided to zoom in with her camera. And that's